My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. You are a beautiful canvas, my dear. I am so lucky that my grandmother purchased such a high quality canvas for me. So lucky. I usually can't afford something of your caliber, but as a special treat and gift, she got it for me. So I am so grateful for that. Okay. So I have taken you out of all your packaging here. And I think I'm gonna get started right away. I had an idea that I've had for a long time in terms of a piece and what I'm going for, but I never thought that I'd go for it until I found the perfect canvas, and I think that is you. So I think we're gonna start with doing a sketch all around you here to do the basic outline of what the design is gonna be, and then I'm gonna go in, pick my colors, pick my different materials. I'm still not sure if it's gonna be fully watercolor or if it's gonna be a mixture. I'm leaning towards watercolor. I think it just is going to really work with the texture of your canvas here. Okay, so let me get my drawing utensils. I have my drawing pencils here. Though, this is going to be a colorful piece, so I'm not sure if I actually want to go with the black outline. Let me see what I have in here. Okay, I don't have all the colors at the moment. Or the levels of pencil. I have 4B. I have a standard pencil. I don't know why that's in there. I have B. I have 8B. 2B or not 2B, that is the question. Or I have another 2B here. And what is this one? Oh, 13246HB2. Okay. Some of them are very mismatched in here. I've used up a lot of the other pencils before, so I'm gonna have to get a complete kit at some point. But I think I'm gonna go with a pencil crayon, I think, for your sketch. Since it's gonna be such a colorful painting, if anything were to bleed through, I want it to be a color that matches a bit more, not some harsh dark lines. Okay. Got my pencil case here. Let's see. I have just green. I have peach. That's a nice color. Oh, I have this lovely aqua green. Definitely leaning towards that one. I have a yellow orange. I don't want to go for a brown. No, that's not quite what I'm going for here. And I have this clover that's very pretty. This is one of my favorite greens, but it's too dark for what I think I'm going for today. I have a red orange, still a little dark, more autumnal than I'm trying to go. It's going to be a bit more of a summer abstract piece, I think. A blazing blue. I love this one as well, but again, too dark. Another dark blue. Oh, this is lovely. A red orange. That is quite nice as well. I think I'm going to go for... Where is it? Oh yes, the aqua green. I think we will use that one for the outline today. Okay, so I'm going to start the sketch on you, okay? We're gonna start with the left kind of top corner, or sorry, my left, your right top corner, and then work our way down, and then work our way down on your left side as well, okay? Start here. Okay, starting with these very basic shapes and lines. Again, you're going to be an abstract piece, so it's going to look very beautiful and summery and light, but a little out there. But that is the point. Okay, more on the top here. Good, sorry, just lean in a little bit here to check. Check. Okay. I'm going to do a bit of design here. A little more. Good. That's that top part. Now, I think I'm going to move it down here. Okay. Looking too bad. If I make any little tiny mistakes, it's not the end of the world. It's gonna get pretty much covered and blended in with the paint. But here, let's see. Good. Okay. Side looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna do this side on your left here. Okay, again, starting at the top. The shapes are not going to be the same because of the type of piece I'm doing, but it's going to kind of flow together and bounce off each other just a little bit. Okay. Oh, up here. Okay, it's looking good. I'm gonna do a little line right across the middle now. Good. Okay. Let's see here. Down here. Okay, here. Good. And what about right here? What about right there? Okay, great. Oh, you're looking so good. I see the vision already, my dear. Now, I think it's time to make the final decision on your paint colors, alright? Let me see what I have. I have my watercolor set here. In a variety of tubes here. I was leaning towards watercolor for you, just a bit more than acrylic or oil, etc. Because I think the ways in which I can dilute the paint with the water really can soften and make it look very abstracty and soft and summery. But I also have a couple dark paints, like in the black and a darker purple, but most of my colors are quite bright. Some yellows, whites, some very light greens, etc. So I think for you, what's going to complement really that like aqua green, I think we're going to go for this like soft yellow here. And we're going to go for this. Now I have a more autumnal orange, or I have a more soft red. I think I'm going to go for the soft red because I'm not doing an autumn piece just yet. I do actually also have the same, or very similar, aqua green color. This one is in particular is called Viridian, so I'll go for these three, I think. Perfect. I think I will start with the matching aqua green color to really blend those colors in together. Before then I go in and add the soft red and yellow on top. Now I have my palette here. I like this one instead of a traditional flat one because, especially with watercolor, I can seal it up. It's particularly made for watercolor as well. It's the watercolor palette. I can lock it, open it up, and I've got the multiple trays here. And then I can basically just add some water in and revive the color. We're going to stick with there. Okay. So, let's start with the soft blue. Okay, that's there. First, we must pick from the selection of these brushes that I have today. I've got a very sharp angled edge. I've got lots of round ones, and I've got some mini ones as well. I think with each color, I'm going to change the brush. So I'm going to start with this very soft angled one for the aqua blue. Okay, and I've got my glass of water here where I'm just going to very gently wet the brush there. I've already wet the palette, the paint, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so we're gonna get started here. So I'm going to be filling in the biggest areas first with this blue. Okay. actually set my palette right here on my stand. Good, okay. And we're going to start with the left side first, okay? Alright, here we go. I love this color. Very much reminds me of the summer season. Okay, a little bit more there. For this painting of you, Anya, I'm going for a little more of a, in the watercolor world, like a wet brush with the paint on a dry surface. Because it's abstract, I'm not trying to really soften the lines, okay? I do want some pretty intense pops of color in some areas. Okay. A little more. I think we're gonna go for the bottom here. Okay, great. Okay. One more little bit, actually. Okay. Okay. It's looking great. And we're going to move on to your right side. Gonna grab a little more water. It's a little too damp. I don't want it that damp. Okay. Great. Okay, and moving on to the top right side. Okay. Let's see here. Just a tiny bit for your middle area here. Okay, a little bit more actually. Just a smidge right there. Great. And finally, the bottom corner. Okay. Really working in those extra strange shapes going on. Okay, and beautiful. Let's move on then to the red color. I believe for this red, because I only want to add in little tiny bits of it blended throughout, I'm going to go through with the smaller brush. Alright. Just going to need a tiny bit of water. Okay. Alright, so with this one we're going to be working in lots of circular shapes over top the base layer, alright dear? Okay. Lots of swirls, zigzags. Good, good. What about whoops, swoops, 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 swoops. Oh, what about down here? Oh, and up there. Okay, up there. Tiny circles. Okay. And right in the middle there. Let me get a good look at you. Did I miss anything? No, I think that's pretty good. Actually, I'm quite happy with how the red like softly blends in with these little pops into the aqua green. Okay, well, we're already on to our last color here, dear. We are going for this sunshine soft yellow, okay? Good, just need a little bit there. I'm going to do a bit more yellow than I would with the red because it's a softer color. But it's going to still be pretty soft. It's not going to be as bold as the back layer of that aqua green, as I've said. Okay. And so, because of that, I'm going to be going for this mid-size-ish brush, in terms of at least the ones that I have. Some people have these like massive brushes, but I tend to not work with canvases that large. You're a pretty standard good size, but your quality is simply amazing. So I tend to work with these more small to mid-range. So for me, this is a mid-size brush. Okay, and we're going to, once again, wet the brush. With a decent amount of water. Okay, and let's see here. Okay, just gonna flip this around. Set that down. Now, with the yellow here, I'm doing a lot of blending between the lines of the aqua green and the red, okay? So they're not so much shapes as they're just kind of in between the shapes, alright? Good. Sorry if I'm quite close to you. It helps me see a little better. Despite how large my glasses are. It's nice to be able to get close and see the details. Exactly. Wait. No, that's okay, actually. Actually, that works. I can work with that. Okay. Okay. bits more down here. Sorry, I thought I spilled some paint on my shirt. Maybe I shouldn't have worn such a nice one today, but I end up doing this every time. I really should just get like an apron, thrift one that I can just kind of just ruin. It's probably the safest bet. Okay, a little more water. And a little more paint. Just get a little extra water out of it there. Okay, great. Good. Okay, a little final blends there, 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 there. Okay, great. And there. Now let me take a final look at you, dear. Oh, you are looking so stunning. Oh, you are a gorgeous painting, for sure. And I'm just in love with the texture of your canvas. It's amazing. Okay, well, I think, my dear, that is it. I don't think there's anything I want to add right now. I think you're perfect as is. Though I am going to do what I do with a lot of my paintings, where I will leave it or leave you overnight in my studio. I'll come back in a day or two and with a fresh, rested eye, be able to look over you, see if there's anything I want to add, though I don't think I do. And then from there, I like to seal and protect my paintings with whatever material I'm going to use. Okay, yeah, so you'll get to hang out in my studio for now until I make that final decision. Okay. Well, thank you for sitting so still, my dear. I am so happy to have gotten to work with you and really bring you to life. I am so excited. I may even gift you back to my grandmother as a gift, as a thank you. Alright, well, you enjoy the studio, and I will see you later. Alright, take care now, dear. Bye-bye.